G'day all, we're going to be looking at functions now. We've looked a lot at relations to functions. I did tell you in that last one about a straight line test. So it's basically if a vertical line cuts it only once, it is a function. If a vertical line cuts it more than once, it's like a dollar sign, cuts it more than once, it is a relation. So function, cuts it once, relation, more than once. When we examine our x and y values, we can tell if it's a function because a function has, for every one x, there's only one y, or we can have many x's for each y value. So for example, here on this function, when y equals say 2, there is a value of x here, and there's another value of x here. So you can see how that works. So we can have many to one, and this is a function. But if we have one too many, which would be like that dollar sign, or many too many, they are not functions, they are called relations. That's the key there. Next thing we're going to quickly go over is something called function notation. Now, calculus and Newton was one of the key founders of function notation. I really like it. So instead of saying y equals, say, 3x minus 2, I'm going to say f of x. So a function of x equals 3x minus 2. The reason I like it is because I can say f of 3, and that means what is inside the bracket. So instead of x, it's a 3. So in the equation, instead of x, it's a 3. So 3 3s are 9, minus 2 is 7. So that's what function notation is all about. It's about replacing, instead of saying y equals, it's a function of x, and I can replace the function of x with anything we actually want. So this case, f of negative 2 is 3 times negative 2 minus 2 gives me a value of minus 8. But I could also say a function of 2a, and instead of x, I'm going to write 3 times 2a minus 2, which gives me 6a minus 2. Now, the thing that I've seen confuse kids sometimes is I might say f of 3x. So instead of the x, I'm going to write 3 times 3x. So I'm replacing the x with 3x. That's all the function notation is. 3 times 3x is 9x minus 2, and that's my answer. Okay, enjoy. I've got examples of some questions, and hopefully that will help you through. But function notation, fantastic. Enjoy. Now this last one, it says about sketching a graph. Now I'm quite happy for you to use Desmos, a graphing program. I'll just go through 4b just to demonstrate what I mean. X squared plus y squared, not plus, but equals 4. Now I've just taught this recently. It's a circle with a radius of 2, because the square root of 4 is 2. I do my little forward points, negative 2, and I draw something that hopefully resembles a circle. And that is my graph of a circle. I'm not worried about you being able to know what each of those look like and how to draw them. I just want you to be specifying whether it is a function or a relation. So in this case, it is a relation because the straight line test would fail because it would cut it twice. And so then the other thing it asked me to do, now it tells me that x is an element of from 0 to 2, which means I'm actually only looking at half of the circle when I give my domain and range. So my domain is what we're given up above. So the domain is from 0 to 2. So we probably didn't need to find the domain, but the range is the values of y. So it starts at negative 2 and goes up to 2. So the range is from negative 2 to 2. Square brackets, of course, it can equal that. Enjoy.